Level 1. You open your eyes to sunlight slicing through blinds. A paper bag sits on your kitchen table. It hums with weight. You think, gift, lottery, mistake. You peel back the top. Stacks, bands, $10 million, cold, crisp, impossible. Your pulse spins. You laugh. It comes out thin. You touch the bills like a stranger. The number 5 zeros buzz in your head. You run your thumb along the edge. This is real. Then a small, slick card slips under a band. A name you don't know. A bank name you never heard. You feel the room tilt. The sunlight becomes interrogation light. You should call someone. You should not. You stand frozen between the two. Every movie you've watched files itself away. You are a character now. History presses on your shoulder. You make a decision because decisions are what the world demands. You take a breath. You close the bag. You leave the door unlocked. You step into motion. Level 2. You learn things fast. First, the origin of cash matters. Second, stolen money has teeth. A text pings. No number. One line. Consider our finder's keeper's policy. Your stomach drops. You try to call the police. They ask for paperwork. You have none. You try to sleep. Dreams taste like iron. You check your phone. A photo of the bag appears. Then another text. We know where you live. Your hands shake. You move the bag to the hall closet. You change your locks with trembling hands. You tell yourself you can fix this. You tell yourself you can protect what's in that closet. You tell yourself a lot of things. Level 3. The next morning, a knock. Deep voice. 2 syllables like a verdict. You answer with, "Who is it?" Silence. A shadow of a shoe on your doormat. You close the door. The adrenaline is a live wire. You realize they are watching, not the cops. People who don't care about legal paper. People who care about what cash can buy. You read about missing armored trucks. Large withdrawals flagged in a city 2 states away. You see your bank photographed on a news crawl. A line of names and 1 blue file that matches the card in your band. You are a loose thread in a much larger garment. You text back, "Who are you?" No answer. You try to delete the messages. They reappear. You feel small. A map of consequences appears on your kitchen table. Routes, names, a single red circle, your address. Level 4. You start to bargain with yourself. If you return it, you get arrested for receiving stolen goods. If you keep it, someone will take it and your life. If you launder it, you're stepping into a world that eats amateurs. You open your laptop. You read how to bury cash, how to transfer untraceable value, how to make clean money dirty, how to make dirty money clean. Each page tastes like arsenic. You think about a boat and a passport. You think about a lawyer and a confession. You call an old friend. He owes you nothing and offers everything. A plan. You meet in a diner at midnight. They speak in coded comfort. Keep it moving, they say. Get it out. Use safe names. Shells. Offshore. You hear the brilliance of their criminal geometry. You also hear the bill at the end. Your friend asks, "Can you sleep if you keep it?" You look at your hands. You can't remember how. Level 5. No plan survives contact with pressure. A black SUV idles at the curb. You see it from the bedroom window. There are lights in the back seat like tiny suns. Your chest goes cold. You pack a small bag, not money, just essentials. You think you'll be gone for days. Hours, you hope. You try to leave the house like a whisper. The front door is blocked. 3 silhouettes fill the porch. A voice you recognize, now an echo. You can do this easy, or we can do it hard. Your knees fail. Fear lubricates your mind. You improvise. You throw open the closet. The bag rolls out like a confession. You hear the rustle of bills like applause. Someone laughs. Finally, they say, a face you have never seen holds your life in gloved hands. They move with business efficiency, not anger, calculation. We took a risk, the leader says. We expect our cut. You say nothing. Words would be treason. They take 10% as a courtesy. Then they offer you a choice. Work with us or be a warning. Level 6. If you say yes, you become both solution and problem. If you say no, they give you minutes to pack regrets. You choose to stall. You follow their rules like reading between lines. You launder small amounts. You learn the names of accounts that sleep in offshore shade. You meet accountants in anonymous rooms. You sign papers that make you a phantom owner. You think this is control. You think wrong. You watch transactions become a river. Money flows. Faces change. A friend flips. He takes his family and teaches other sins. He sends you a photo of a small boy at a beach. The caption, "New life." You study it like a text for forgiveness. The network grows teeth. They test you. They force you to move funds through a charity. You watch innocent names become shields. The money smells like everything. You have more than you imagined. You have less than you feared. You wake one day to a headline, an arrest 2 cities over, a name that exists in your stack of receipts, an investigative journalist sniffing the trail. You are a paper map now, and you are being read. Level 7. The law closes in slow as tide. You feel the first knock of official boots on the street. They come with subpoenas and polite eyes. They ask about the bag. You lie. You also feed them truisms, small, true items wrapped in half-truths. The journalist calls. They want to meet. You see them as a mirror. You could tell everything and trade your freedom for vanity. Or you could hold on and dig a deeper hole. You decide to make a final move, not out of bravado, out of clean clarity. You compile a list, every name you touched, every account, every false front. You send it to a server with a timestamp. You leave a copy with the journalist. You walk into the prosecutor's office with your hands empty. They look at you like a suspect, not a saint. You tell the truth in measured pieces. You speak slower than you think. You admit receipt of money. You explain coercion. You reveal the theft. You hand over evidence you had not planned to show. You feel naked and strangely relieved. Level 8. Consequences are neither swift nor simple. You spend nights in a room with a tiny window. You meet a judge who doesn't have to like you. You make deals because deals are the architecture of survival. You forfeit amounts you never planned to lose. You spend time that cannot be bought back, but you also unravel the network. Your list becomes a rake through underbrush. Some go to prison. Some vanish. Some pay fines that mute their hunger. The journalist publishes. Names scatter like birds. You lose friends, gain enemies. You wake with less money than before, but you wake with a map that doesn't have red circles anymore. There is a cost. There is a consequence. There is a new kind of morning. You learn to sleep without the bank straps thud in your ears. You learn to breathe. You learn that money taken by force rarely buys peace. It buys complicity. And complicity eats whatever you thought you owned. Aftermath. Months later, you stand on a small porch. You have less cash than before, but more clarity. A child runs past, unbothered by ledgers. You understand what enough looks like. You understand that your hands, once stained, can still hold clean things. The world still hums with stolen fortunes. You know you'll never be free of that knowledge. But you also know the difference between getting rich and staying human. When the phone buzzes with a number you don't know, you don't open the door. You lock it. You make coffee. You read a page of a book. You walk away from the closet. The bag is gone. The story is not. It's a lesson with teeth. And you, who woke into a fortune of theft, now walk into a life you can live with.